Cross of the hood, I pull up with the work. They call me East Atlanta Santa when up on me get murked. I'm just trapping through the snow, selling 9 heifer bricks in 4 waves.
Hey, what's going on, guys? So it's been about a week since I installed the LED lights on my Cobra, and a few things that I noticed is that because I don't have the original headlights, the bulb didn't quite fit inside this, so I need to shave some of that trim off so that the bulb fits inside there. And I saw a couple reviews that bash these headlights, and I think it has a lot to do with the inside of your headlight. A lot of people like going with the blackened inside. Some people either paint it themselves or just buy it that way. But the way these headlights work are with the chrome reflection inside. It reflects the light out of the headlight. And that's just something to consider when you're installing these, that not every headlight housing is going to reflect the LED light like the OEM one will, or one that has more chrome on the outside. If yours is matte black on the inside, it's not going to reflect the light how you want it to reflect, so that's one thing to consider. And I'm going to be I have a package here that I'm going to open, and I'm going to be telling you guys 2 tools that you should have in your arsenal when you're customizing your car. And the first one I'm going to be going over is not very expensive at all. You can get it for almost $3 every time.
They've done studies, 60% of the time it works every time.
That doesn't make sense.
It's really not a big tool, and you could lose these easily, which is, I got mine on AutoZone. That's just gonna be a spark plug measuring tool. What this is for, you use this to gap your spark plugs pretty much. When you have a boosted vehicle, it's very important for you to gap your spark plugs to the spec that's required. Like my Miata, my Miata is gapped at 0.024, and when I went to tune it, that's how the tuner specified me to gap my spark plug. So if you're not sure what size your spark plug should be gapped at, you should ask your tuner. Or if you're running an OEM setup like my Cobra, you should look it up and it'll tell you. With boosted vehicles, you're going to want to gap your spark plugs, and that's very important because it helps with the timing of igniting your fuel to air ratio. When there's a
motherfucking
when there's fuel and air going into your engine, your spark, even though it is a very small gap already, the gap matters. The faster that the spark is able to ignite the fuel is very crucial. So if you close it down, that area that it has to travel to spark the fuel is going to be less, and you're going to get a spark quicker. And since your engine's running faster, you're going to want to get that spark as quick as you can. So whoever tuned your vehicle, if it comes from the manufacturer tuned like my Cobra, you're going to want to gap your spark plugs to specification, or if it's a tuner, make sure that you listen to your tuner and gap your vehicle to specification as well. And so this is one of the very important tools that is inexpensive that you should own when you're changing out spark plugs.
Looking to pin this. And then Harris says, I will gladly take it and go. That's just a smart play by Dwayne Harris. understanding what the rules are. That's a live ball. And Denver didn't react and had missed.
So here we have a package for the next part that I'm gonna suggest you guys purchase, since it is Christmas.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. And a Happy New Year.
I'm gonna open this up. And here we have another very important tool that I think I should have purchased a while ago, because I needed this for a while, but I always try to work my way around it. I always ignored the tool. I'm like, why would I buy the tool just for this job? I'm never gonna use it again. I was terribly mistaken, because I would have saved myself a hassle if I would have just went ahead and bought this tool. So this is a Dremel tool. Well, what this does, it's pretty much for grinding, cutting holes, anything like that. What I needed this for at first was for my roll bar on the Miata. So the Miata has plastic panels that you have to cut holes through so your roll bar goes in, and to have it look as OEM as possible, this would have helped out instead of using a box cutter.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Like I said earlier, my headlights, I need to cut the inside. So this thing has it's kind of like a sander, a grinder, that'll grind down the plastic that I need to remove, and get my LED housing in there to fit perfectly. So yeah, I'll be using this to fix that issue. So this will make my life a whole lot easier. And I also need it for when I put the you also have to cut into the panel, just as I had to do with the Miata, and this is gonna make it a lot easier to cut through the panel. And I got a couple other things lined up for it, and I'll let you guys know as they come along. But for today, I'm gonna be working on the headlight and making sure my LEDs fit in there correctly so they're not moving around while I'm driving. Thank you for all my subscribers. We're almost at 100. Please, if you know anybody that enjoys vehicles and likes funny videos like I post, make sure you tell them about me, share my videos, and I'll be putting out more content for you guys. So right now, I'm gonna unbox this, and I'm gonna fix my headlights, and let's see how it works out. Alright, that's what it's looking like right now. As you can see, that's the rim that I'm shaving off right here on the edges. And it's almost all the way shaved off. Let me test fit the LED light. Alright, so as you can see, the LED light goes all the way in now. And it's staying in there. So that's a perfect fit. I don't have to shave anything more off. That worked way easier than I thought. So I'll show you guys the other headlight before. Guys, here's the headlight before, and this is the part that I'm gonna be shaving off. So the inside of the rim where this little thing's poking up, this whole thing is what I'm shaving off. And if you could see, when you put this in, the gasket, it doesn't go inside the housing. You could see it poking out there, and that's because of this inside. So that's what I'm shaving off, and I'll show you guys the other one to where I already shaved it down, and how it fits after I shaved it off. Alright guys, there you go, another perfect fit on this one too. Now it's just time to clean up the excess debris that's in the headlight, and everything should fit back to normal. So that goes to show you what random things you're gonna need a Dremel for. I'm just gonna clean everything back up and put everything back together, and you guys don't need to see that. That's pretty simple. It's just tedious, but I'm gonna get that done and then I'll close out the video. Okay guys, so that about wraps up today's video. If you want to see my video of these paintings that I have in the background, you make sure you stick around, and I'm going to be doing a video on those two coming out soon. And I will wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and Happy New Year if I don't post a new video by the end of the new year. So I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.